A group of 130 applicants applied for admission into either the arts program or the science program at a university. The outcomes of their applications are shown in the following table. So here's arts and science, and then number accepted and rejected. Part A asks us to find the probability that a randomly chosen applicant from this group was accepted by the university. So one more question. So remember, when we're dealing with probability of just a single event, it would be number of desired outcomes over total number of outcomes. In this case, if we want to find, let's say, PA, the probability that someone was accepted, it would be number of accepted. In this case, 17 plus 25 would give us 42. And then over total number. So 42 individuals accepted out of 130 applicants. So probability of being accepted is 42 out of 130. And that would be fine. We could simplify this, but that would be okay. We could also show this as a percent or decimal, and that's also all right. So I'm going to leave it like this, as just a fraction. An applicant is chosen at random from this group. It is found that they were accepted into the program of their choice. Part B asks us to find the probability that the applicant applied for the arts program. Two more questions. Okay, so this is somewhat of a challenging question insofar as it's actually a kind of, they kind of snuck in some conditional probability. So in this case, we have the group of 130 applicants. An applicant is chosen at random from this group, but then we have it found that they were accepted into the program of their choice. So it's almost like we have given that they were accepted, find the probability that the applicant applied for the arts program. So in this case, we're not dealing with the entire group of 130, we're dealing with the subset. Essentially, given that someone was accepted, find the probability that they applied for the arts program, which is makes it a little more challenging, but to be honest, I think it's almost like a close reading kind of question. Okay, so given that they were accepted, how many individuals were accepted? In this case, 42. So we can write this out actually. Probability arts, given that accepted. In this case, we have 42 individuals accepted. So given that someone was accepted, given that they're within here, how many of those individuals were within the arts program? Well, 17 out of 42. 17 out of 42. All right. Two different applicants are chosen at random from the original group. Part C asks us to find the probability that both applicants applied to the arts program. Okay, so in this case, we have how many people within the arts program? 17 plus 24 is 41. So we have 41 individuals within the arts program, and we can ask ourselves the question of, okay, what's the probability that we draw two individuals and that both of those individuals are within the arts program? So here we have what's called compound probability. So there's two or more events, and then we can ask ourselves, is this independent or dependent? Independent means that the events don't influence each other. That is to say, the probability of the first event or the outcome of the first event doesn't influence the probability of the second. Where dependent means that the probability of some subsequent event depends on what happened earlier. So they influence each other. So for these questions, I think it's helpful if you, or at least for me, if you kind of imagine or visualize a situation. So in this case, we can imagine there's 130 people within this sample, and let's say they're all in a gymnasium. And in this case, we want to call on one person. What's the probability that we call someone within the arts program? Well, in this case, there are 41 out of 130 individuals within the arts program. Okay, and let's say we call them, and then they are brought to like one side or something like that. And they're no longer within the set or the sample. In this case, if we want to draw another person, if if we want to choose another individual, what's the probability that they would be in the arts program? In this case, since we already selected one person, there's only going to be 129 people left in this kind of gymnasium in this case. And since we selected an art person, someone that had applied to arts, well, there's only going to be 40 out of 129 art students remaining. So, in this case, we have dependent events. In the first case, there's 130 people. 41 out of those 130 are arts applicants. We draw one person out. Now there's only 129 people in the room, and only 40 out of those 129 are arts applicants. So here's our situation. If we go into the calculator, we should be able to work this out. So setting up a fraction, 41 out of 130 times, we have 40 out of 129. You could write that fraction. I'm going to convert that into a decimal, and we'll have 0.09779. So just writing that out, 0.09779 or 0.0 to 3 sig figs, this would be 978. Okay. We could do this with a tree diagram if you wanted to. You could say arts, not arts, and then here we would have 41 out of 130, and then arts again would then be 40 out of 129, and then multiplying along the branch, that would give you the end result right here. So we could do that as well. That's another kind of nice way to conceptualize this. Essentially, we want arts, and then this is a dependent event.